Let's see what they're talking about, man. 45 minutes.
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your job is
chill.
dangerous.
You would actually have to go to work.
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
That's what I'm playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You can go Ron, bro. I mean, that's not Ron. That's Jason.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Okay. All right. So my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9-to-5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties,
Nah.
maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We have to
Still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of
Bullshit.
people critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought
You
we
guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had
We
it
don't-
made like y'all.
We don't have to
I
go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day,
God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have lunch
day.
breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You guys-
High energy, 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid big money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit,
stuff.
I got to slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your
I ain't
decision
gonna
if you don't.
lie. He can't. I ain't gonna lie. He can't say if I don't work, I don't get paid. If they don't stream, they don't get paid. I feel like they was. I thought they was finna say some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought they was finna say something like that.
I got to work at the.
Why can't people debate foot job or blow job? Blow jobs obviously better. Come on.
Job for
If I don't
years.
go live, I don't
Just
get paid
to
either.
collect.
We don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. You have to create content. Imagine
bro.
you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I can call fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
I got hiccups, bro.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. Do you know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
he gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would
Job.
you do? If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Oh!
Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would
that J
probably
word
buy a
reaches.
couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn
yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have
You're
to
proving
turn
my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
Straight raised band, bro.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand
Okay,
deal.
I want
I
Ron
gotta
to
post
come
on
up,
an
bro.
Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure, I gotta make sure I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you.
From Arkansas. 35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the 60s and the 50s. People didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You
it?
get spoiled. No.
Rhonda,
You
Rhonda,
get
Dang,
spoiled
Lacey.
and your mama and daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving
we all
it to you.
struggle
Rhonda,
Because
guys, I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30 days straight,
Bro.
24
hours a day.
day and night. No break.
We all streamed for
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute
You
ad.
pass trays. You short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with
based
my
on it.
ex
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You're
brother.
short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
They straight raised band, bro. They not taking this serious at all.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yeah.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
That's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing? Bro, she's making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
My nigga Ron. Oh yeah,
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder.
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Talk-
security.
talk
Easier
about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9 to 5 people to have a job because their pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work every day,
So
everyone's
you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply,
I mean, you really
and
don't
then
need
next
to
thing
go
you
to
know, I'm
school
selling
for,
shoes
like,
for
a regular 9 to 5,
pay every
so
single hour.
I see where you're coming from.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay. That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to stay relevant.
Oh, we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to
that's
start
one
with though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that
difficult.
you need creativity. You need to
Okay.
get out of your circle, comfort
Sure.
zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube?
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that
Absolutely,
you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
Entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully you could sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that? I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example.
Yeah, yeah.
Is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to
Foot
you.
Locker,
because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity, because
there's
some people
hard-
around here said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m."
Yeah.
Okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with
You-
millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff
Bro,
while
when is
you're
Max
actually
coming
doing
back,
your
bro?
job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
He couldn't argue, bro. I feel like he just couldn't argue no more, bro.
What's your name?
He just
So
got
I'm
out of there.
Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's
Fuck you, Jamal.
Hang on, she's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right. She's right in my way. We good though. We good.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home 10 to 6, but I still have
Who allowed her to get this? Who allowed her to get this cut, bro? What even is this cut? If somebody can tell me what cut this is right now, bro, I'll give you $100. Right out of my pockets. And what is this, bro? That's my hairstyle. You need to get rid of that, bro. Bro, this got to be one of the most diabolical cuts I have ever seen in my life. I wouldn't wish this on nobody.
have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have
He
a
said sometimes free will should be revoked from people. I'm saying, bro, that type cut, you a dickhead. I ain't even gonna lie.
beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect. And I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
So
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell
Why
off
was he eating
completely.
with his toes?
About to
I'ma
myself.
do that
Real
on
story.
stream one day. I'ma
This is a
eat
real
my-
story.
I'ma
This isn't
eat
a
my
joke.
food with my toes.
Why you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system.
Yo,
I
get
moved
off the
across the
camera,
country
bro.
from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
savings,
rent.
yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
Double whammy.
across the country. So it's like
she
when you're
laughing in
alone
the back?
too
Yo,
and
she
everything's
finna make me
going
mad.
down, where's
Why
my
is she
support
laughing?
system?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the
Why is she laughing? There was nothing funny. Like, come on, bro. She's a dickhead, bro. I don't like her, y'all. I don't like her, bro. Already, bro. Why is she laughing? There's nothing funny. Niggas said, my girlfriend broke up with me. She just started busting out laughing. The fuck?
first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9 to 5.
That's a whole different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does
Yeah,
that do
that's
to
a- I ain't gonna lie, that's a whole
because they
different
still need to
conversation.
survive. So
It's
the
not a
fact that
good
you were
debate
given
at
So
an
how did you move to LA?
opportunity- I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a
lying,
nurse,
bro.
she had to go to
They
medical school
so
for years
childish.
just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
But
you and
that's
shitting
not
on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Yo, this dude says, Ron says Streamer University.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Yo, it's crazy because none of them went to Streamer University. This nigga said stream. Oh, nah, they trolling. They straight rage baiting and trolling right now. This nigga said that nigga Ron said Streamer University. Yo.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers. And you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen. But to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you, you need to build that over years and years and years and hours of trust and communication and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you. You don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be.
Yo, he doing all of this, just for them to go and just rage bait him, bro. Like they strictly here for the entertainment. They not worried about this nigga. He doing all of these hand motions. They over here rage baiting. Yo, that's what I love about old people. These niggas don't know what rage bait is. You can just easily get these niggas mad as hell. That shit be so funny too. Like
on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
I'm a college professor, so. I have to do that same
so
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take years to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a trick shot.
I don't care. That was the best.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years, right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years, right? And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many people helping you?
You should do something like this.
Yeah.
Straight trolling.
For which stage?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
Was it just you? Like
no. It was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was 13,
how did YouTube become so easy? Because a bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on.
Whoa, wait.
Then boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys.
Who has a whole school staff helping him? He got the principal, assistant principal. He got the people on the board, bro. He got the superintendents and everything. This dude is a college professor. He got everything. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I know they straight rage baiting, but the 9 to 5 people, they're not making good points at all. They are not good debaters at all. They're not making good points. Like it's been a couple maybe. But they're not making that many good points. Like FaZe, like they really like, bro. Woke up in the Thunder one. Yeah. Hawks and 6 next year though. 9 to 5 workers have no argument back. That's what I'm saying. They don't have no debates. None of that, bro. You feel me? Now, obviously, streaming might not be harder. I mean, might not be harder than a 9 to 5, but bro, they not putting on no good debates, bro. Like, this shit is actually insane, bro. Shout out to the 10 here.
Guys, your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get.
Why is he so mad? Yo, this dude is furious right now.
To play video games. It's okay. We understand.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a...
Okay, bro, she's a hair and makeup artist. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, all she gotta do is not mess up. Just don't mess up. Just don't mess up and you straight. Yeah, it take practice. But like, bro, just don't mess up. Like, you've been doing the same stuff for so long, just don't mess up. Like, come on, bro. Like, just perfect it.
Hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
Brother.
You guys just,
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking.
You said I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
You guys just,
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone is very different. Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Listen, I know you need supplies. That's what I'm saying. You need so many supplies to stream. You got a big ass PC. Like my PC big as shit, bro. You need a big PC. You need your monitor. Both monitors if you got 2. Which is harder, cheating or staying loyal? Hey, I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. You need 2 monitors, your webcam, and your regular camera. You need your tripod. You need your you need maybe, I know some people use a ring light. Some people may use a ring light. You know what I'm saying? You got the keyboard and mouse, all the computer stuff, your mic. Some people use an interface. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need that. Like, bro, you gotta get the Elgato. You gotta, come on, bro. All you getting is, let me get my makeup palettes. Let me go get my blow dryers. Oh my God. You don't gotta lift up a PC, bro. You lifting up blow dryers and clips and makeup brushes. You not lifting up a whole 20-pound PC around. Like, come on. You're not doing that at all. Bro, like I'm saying, they have no arguments at all. She said, I gotta carry equipment. Do you see this big ass, my phone. Do you see this big ass PC? My shit big as hell. Let me get my phone real quick, bro. Then I'm gonna get back to the video. I don't even know what my cam look like. Is my cam straight? Yeah. But bro, streaming ain't that hard, bro. Potato chip. I know, bro. But like compared to her, bro, that's not a good debate, bro. That what she just said, that's not a good debate. Compared to what she just said, bro, that's not a good debate. I gotta carry my equipment, man. I gotta carry my equipment. Bro, streaming like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It may not be harder than a 9 to 5, but come on, bro. These niggas not making good points. I don't care.
So your whole
So
thing,
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your job
is,
isn't physically taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
listen. So your whole thing.
Get that.
Yo, she never heard of IRL? What if somebody like just walk up and just blow your brains out?
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not physical. I'm saying that a 9 to 5 job where you physically have to do some hauling around stuff.
So physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crank shot. You can't 1080. You can't.
Nah, he's actually rage baiting. Dude said
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't.
Man.
No one in here.
Come on, man.
None of you can.
None of you
could
physically
And you have to
go
do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes.
Actually,
yes.
taking them 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have to
Hours
do
a day.
that.
And then your day is never done. When you're done
Yeah,
doing
Call of
that, is your
Duty,
job
I ain't gonna
done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No, no.
all of the
Wait,
things
wait.
that you
Stop.
use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these things?
Oh my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick.
If you don't want to breathe in the chemicals, just wear a mask. Like, just wear a mask, nigga.
Shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
How many hours a day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However long I needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God it would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drift.
Stick drift.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
Exactly what I just said.
Wait,
they're laughing. That's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because
decapitated
he quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
I ain't gonna lie, they're not. Oh, they got Silky up. His raps. Oh. They got the lady with the dick haircut.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. I am.
She was a librarian. A librarian? A fucking librarian. Come on, bro.
Very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children. I have been an exec.
She was a school librarian for elementary kids. What could have been so hard about that? And all you doing is stocking books up and checking the books out, and then going home. She's a librarian, bro. I could be a librarian if I wanted to. I can stock up books. I can read books out to kids if I wanted to. Fuck. You can't sit on the stream for 4 hours. What? Come on.
Executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That we create social
her
media
cut
all
is
the time
throwing me all the way
because
off.
that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
Silky ready to troll.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for? That's
5
making
is
it.
nobody's
Do
calling
you know
themselves
that
a 9 to 5.
there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me. Come
There's
on.
millions of people who watch the video and
Yes.
save lives every
Yes.
day. Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out into the clubs at night, staying out till 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
So what I'm saying is like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
okay. Now
What kind of shit's going on?
go to the club, you get to put some shades on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice?
Meet
You
and
chose
greet.
that.
All
You
I'm saying.
chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's
do
what's
what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people too.
mind.
Who are you dealing with as an elementary school librarian? You give books to kids. Come on, fam.
No, you are not.
Do you know how many names we meet a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
You
And
watch
I think-
AA Entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch
So do
entertainment.
you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I
So
laugh.
then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the
Kid do for
interaction
father
is
teachers
not
them.
Did it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Big
watching
bad,
it,
bro.
Wait, did it make you feel better?
She making it seem
It
like she
would
just
make
got
me
the
feel
Have you
better.
ever
It all
watched-
depends
Have
on
you
what
ever been
it all
entertained?
depends-
Have
it
you ever
all
been
depends
entertained
on
and been
what's
like,
coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is
Right
fake.
now.
Some of it is
You
fake.
see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer.
Look at her. Hey, bro, this is blowing me. Golly, bro. She need to cut that shit off. Please cut it off, bro. Please. I'm begging you. Please cut it off. For the sake of humanity. Please cut that shit off.
Because I'm debating him,
Okay,
but go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now.
all right,
Yeah.
come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys would do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know? You're just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what
This
we do
almost as
has
bad
not
as my
affected
ex.
people. It's not real.
Yo,
How come when I go out in
shit,
public and I
your
meet
ex
someone
got
and they're
a
like,
super
oh my God,
duper
wait,
Sky Talk, nigga.
I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had kids
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Had kids
You
come
got
up
a
to me
space
and say
time.
anything. So
I know you're a good blue
Robbie,
collar man.
I'm a server
Never
at an
mind.
Italian
Never
restaurant.
Come on, man.
Fucking mind. I'm thinking the way he walking, goddamn. He over here. I'm thinking he a good blue collar man. Restaurant server. I've worked at a restaurant. That shit not that hard. I've worked at a restaurant, nigga. That shit ain't that hard, nigga. I made pizzas. Fuck, nigga. 1-on-1 pizza maker, nigga. Little Caesars specialist, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Send all blue collars to me. Shut your ass up. They need an alcoholic blue collar in there. Hey, he would have crashed. An alcoholic blue collar man. Ooh, he would have crashed.
Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. Bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so
easy.
rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
she works 2 of them.
Okay,
She
let
works at 2
me
hospitals.
ask you something.
He said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said.
This dude sick.
You don't watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, well.
Is what you do fun?
Yes.
Do you enjoy what you do?
If I make it fun.
Do you make it fun?
Yes.
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all.
He goes to like, I walk to my setup. I sit down. I gotta think. I gotta look at OBS. And I gotta hit start streaming and talk. He gonna say, bro, Sick gonna say some shit like that, bro.
This dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You
You
didn't
did?
read it. No, I'd like to.
No. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them. No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments.
He's just finna tell his
now,
morning
you
routine.
don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
Yeah.
you know.
You know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, save that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
Silky got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before streaming
Marvel Rivals,
because I don't
dude,
get
I
to
might get
game
that.
it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro.
No
I
energy.
can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrabble
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m. I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is
Do you know
You know what's crazy?
My mind is-
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
You
today.
already did
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
Go to sleep.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but
No.
do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
No.
You're losing me.
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
He has no social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back?
Silky.
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is
She
it
tryna
that you're
sweet talk
doing
him.
that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Jason, hey, hold on, bro. Jason, bro.
Uh-oh, here you go.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm
No, she
Thelma
doesn't.
again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
No. I believe.
Jason already lost, bro.
Dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
Nah,
again-
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe 1,
But
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than 9 to 5.
that
That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag.
He gave up his girlfriend for money. Who wouldn't? I wouldn't do that. I'd give up Jamaya for money. That's my homegirl. I'll give her for money. What the fuck? Money?
He ran up a
Yeah,
bag.
I ain't gonna lie,
He did it for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point.
Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
Future
love?
for you.
Something that I'm
You know how much
passionate
money they
about?
make out? I'm
Emotion.
saying,
I pick
like,
emotion.
what? I'm giving all
Lala
that
Costa?
relationship stuff up for the
Amazing.
money, bro.
Thank you. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
You had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself. Like whatever you want.
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5. You would take it?
Yes,
Because why?
because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't?
He kept. He kept.
Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I
You
started.
feel stuck.
I feel stuck. Yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm,
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
all the time.
it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV
have to-
show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if thousands of you
Honey.
stop watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people. You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's
follower
gone.
stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Oh, swag. Swag.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've
A model. You get styled and you walk on runway. A model. A model. A model. A model.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be in
And
a
she not even that bad,
is
I'm
way
saying,
higher
bro.
than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is you just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There are so many people
I was,
like
I
you
was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
say
No, but
So many.
no. But specifically what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait, Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your challenge?
Isn't she lucky to be a professional model? Like, she luckily got picked. I mean, like, isn't she lucky? I mean, ain't she in the same boat? Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like. The
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
you
So
weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
yeah, no.
That's
yeah,
what we
it,
do
it,
too.
yeah,
We go
yeah,
to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us
Baby,
could do
no.
this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
of his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got
Is
four.
he-
I got
No,
four.
no,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure.
less than
That's
1%.
pure skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No, they-
I know she didn't just say LeBron. Oh no. Oh no. 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 This what we not finna do. No. No. This what we not finna do. This what we not finna do. This what we not finna. No. You telling me LeBron is lucky? He's lucky. He's lucky that he's good at basketball. So he's saying, LeBron, yeah, he's all luck. All he did was play basketball. He had to master his skills in basketball. He had to master all of that stuff. It's not luck. Straight skill. He got drafted to the NBA out of high school. He was 18. LeBron too talented. He would have got noticed regardless. I'm saying it's straight talent for LeBron. It's straight talent, bro. What is you talking about? MJ and LeBron got lucky. They was talented anyway. They were going to get look. Talent is not look. It's talent. It's skill. What is you talking about? Don't ever downgrade LeBron like that again or MJ, bro. What is you talking about? This just made me mad. Like, what is she talking about, bro? LeBron is literally the greatest high school basketball player of all time. Like, what are we talking about? Kyron, what are you talking about? That chat is kind of crazy. Bro, see, like, yo.
They have a talent. They have a talent.
So what
you
do
know how many talented people are out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You just
No.
said.
What he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was, well, I did it off the strength of me. You know, there was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was, you did us?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school. So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking, if that's luck,
where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
lucky you
also
got a job.
specifically pure talent. And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
Yo. I wanna hit this bitch. I can't stand her. She been laughing this whole time. Golly, bro, if this is your grandma, I pray for you, gang. If this your grandma, this your mom, this your auntie, this your anything, I pray for you, bro. Yo, she been annoying me the whole time. What is you laughing at? And this, I don't even know what cut that is. A hot top better than that. You sitting there smiling at her. Like, bro, what is you laughing at, my nigga? This nothing funny.
Video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that
That
privilege.
nigga said permission to dick ride. That nigga Ron is funny as shit.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
some
Your
people-
grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it.
Anything,
they could never do it.
anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours
can't.
a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here because to you guys, when you guys were growing
I've
up,
done
yes,
that
it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like,
do that
wait,
shit with
maybe
2K.
we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something,
maybe.
it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like.
You don't think you don't think it's talent?
You're just too old to understand.
That's yeah. It's just, I can't argue that because
Y'all could never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect. You come
Y'all
from
could play
a
FNCS.
generation where this didn't exist. This career. You looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grow up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever would be able to wrap your head around.
Oh.
and it's fun. But it's like
And that's
again, it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta
That's
fight
fun.
back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Ron, fam.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to
This
meet you.
past,
My name's Ronnie.
you were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like, taking it back to... That's being... What? What does that even mean?
You lose everything.
You can fall
Every
off.
dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent-
you can do it.
Once you fall off,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
it's
consequence.
it's kind
okay.
of it's not the same concept.
Unless you like.
I don't know. Back in
Bruce or
2020, when
something,
everybody was
DDG or
getting
something.
furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh,
No,
let
I
me go
don't
to
think
social
DDG
media."
really
That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
if you lose a job, you can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I
followed
interview
you?
every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my
I uploaded
resume.
videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And
It's
did
just-
you
it's-
you
it's-
uploaded 7 videos and,
And
didn't get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good
Wait,
at your
he's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well,
I'm not security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I
nine
go
to
like this. I
five.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with, my.
Ooh.
Is skill not a talent? Or is it not some form of a talent? Like, you see me, I'm good at 2K, you know? I was good at 2K in my prime, so I did. So, like, it's like, is skill not some form of talent, bro? Like, I can't be chicken.
Sorry,
But people
my
play,
next-
millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart, that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
They have their opposable thumbs like so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah, that's
like,
I'm
what?
saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You
And win it.
couldn't. You couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it, but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not
oh, it's
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not
easy.
A skill, it's not a talent.
I said it's a skill. I didn't
see
say
what
it's a
type of- I
talent.
know
I
what
said
type
it's a
of
skill.
person.
It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
hone.
how
and
do
you
you
can
know
master.
how do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Fuck. Anybody can be good at Mario Kart game. Let's be so real. Anybody can be good at Mario Kart. Come on, G. Anybody can be good at Mario Kart, bro. Mario Kart. Out of all the games you could have said, you say Mario Kart. That's crazy.
Not a professional level, though.
No, not a professional level, because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
is-
do you know?
what
How
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no maps? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can all.
Right, bro. Yo, bro. Now he's spitting though, bro. I hate tarping in it, bro. It's like a small circle, last 12 people, bro. I hate tarping, trying to get a refresh. I couldn't even do that shit, bro. I'd be on 150 metal looking for a refresh. Next thing you know, I kill somebody, boom, no refresh, I'm dead. Unless I just kill somebody else and they magically get a refresh. But these people suck at arguing. I'm saying, bro. These folks suck at arguing.
Also I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When
my
you're trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
No, I don't. But
Exactly,
if I want,
you couldn't. But Excel sheet, we could do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
tell-
talking. They're just talking game.
These
terms.
refreshes
As a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is. Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how a job works. You pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame, in this era. So, and technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with chalk. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. Yeah. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think. So.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Yo, bro.